Welcome to the South Florida Saltwater Fishing Report. I'm Heath, and it's time to get into the bite. All right, folks, welcome to the show. South Florida's ultimate resource for everything local fishing. We're going to go over what's biting, who's catching it, where it's being caught. We're also going to cover your future marine forecasts, moon phase, tide charts, everything you need to know to help keep you in the bite. Before we get into this, though, if you want to learn more about fishing, grow as an angler, to see some great and exciting offshore fishing adventures, you can start by hitting the subscribe button and joining the South Florida Saltwater Fishing family. It looks like we're having some lighting issues. I got a light go out up here, so I only got light from down here. Getting that horror stuff going on. Anyway, here we go, folks. Welcome to the show. Not much going on this week. Had a kind of slow week because of the weather, and we just had a front pass through today. So our wind is going to pick up, and again, it's going to be another, kind of bumpy weekend. We got a couple of nice days right now with the full moon too. Wahoo fishing might be all right, but hey, like I said, we're in a little bit of a lull, right? We're going to have cold fronts, and what happens, your cold front in front of the front, the fishing's great. Behind the front, fishing's great once the weather lets up. After your front is usually when we get our high winds and lovely stuff. All right, so let's start out. Like I said, not much of a fishing week. We got Jimmy with a huge dinosaur snook. I mean, you see them swimming around all the time, but they don't get this big for a reason without being caught. And he did great. Landed him a nice old dinosaur. That's one of them big old fat females. Yeah, hey, great job. And he said fish of a lifetime, and it definitely looks like it. Those big old snook like that are great to catch. They're great fun. Hey, there we go. Let's see. It's Sean. How you doing? Gonna get out there on that jet ski this week, huh? I saw you were giving it a bath. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, so that's our inshore. We got Daniel with a giant bull shark. So, yep, it happens periodically. What can you say? Get him up to the boat, get a picture, try and get your hook out. Daniel, thank you for the post. All right. Jason Reese, solo mission last Wednesday afternoon. Troll was slow. Yes, as we have all noticed, the trolling is slightly slow. Got a couple of nice bites, paid off the BFT limit at 280 feet off Deerfield. And there he goes, get some butterballs for Thanksgiving. Thank you, Jason. And yeah, always, always submitting, always there. Charter Captain Alex out of Marathon, Florida with, something that you can expect if you go out with Captain Alex on the boat. Nice size mutton snapper. Now, Captain Alex is out of the Florida Keys. If you're ever down there and you need a charter captain in the Middle Keys, you can hit me up. I can put you in touch with him. You can also look him up. He's a legit captain, licensed, insured, and all that goodness. He also takes trips to Alaska. I believe he's going to Guatemala here kind of soon. So, hey, if you're looking for a captain, you can give Captain Alex a shout. And we'll keep moving down. Another captain, the best of Boynton, Captain Jim out of Boynton Beach Inlet. Again, another one, folks. The proof is in the pudding right here. We got Wahoo and we got blackfin tuna, and there's Pedro. How you doing, Pedro? Yes. Yeah. Hey, I know it's believe it or not, I've seen more than my fair share of muttons on SPJ. My personal best is actually on a slow pitch. So, yeah, you would think they're hardware shy, but when it comes to that stuff, it really works its magic. All right, back to it. Captain Jim, Wahoo, and Blackfin. Again, charter boat captain out of Boynton Inlet. If you're looking for one, you can get in touch with him. He is 4J's Charters. Just type it in Google. It'll come right up. Type it in Facebook. It'll come up. Again, the proof is in the pudding. You can go and you can see his whole catalog of catches that he gets his customers into. Great guy, great captain, great entertainment. Again, Boynton Beach. If you're in that area and you're looking for a captain, give Captain Jim a shout. If not, can't get in touch with him, give me a shout and I can put you in touch with him. if that makes sense. And that's about it for our fishing report, folks. Like I said, it's a few and far between this week. Weather was crap. So, yeah, can't really, go with it from there. All right, so let's start talking about our weather, right? Get right into it and get on with life. So again, like I said, we had a cold front push through today. So we're on the back side of it. Now we're gonna look at our winds picking up over the next couple days. The heat, okay, let me rephrase that. Yes, we had a cool front. It was cooler in the morning. We had a little bit of that rain. Might get a little bit of the cool stuff tomorrow morning, but after that, and then next week, again, we got another cold front coming through, which is going to screw up our weather again. Anyway, let's look at tomorrow morning. Wind from the northeast is what Windy is saying. Folks, this is Windy. If you're just joining us for the first time, check out this website. We got a couple of weather forecasting websites. We use Windy, WindFinder. Go to the description, click, paste in your URL, and go to town using them. Remember, it is a forecast model tool. It is not, hey, this is what's definitely going to happen. All right, let's see. Pedro says, give us some good news. I'm knocking on. You're going to have to take me sheepshead fishing with you one day, by the way. Yes. And we can, maybe we could do some filming or something. Anyway, yes, knocking on the sheepshead door tomorrow. It's going to be bumpy out there for tomorrow. It might be your day to get out, and then after that, it's going to pick up. Sean went out there and caught a mahi. Was quite, it's bumpy out there right now. Yeah, definitely. Pedro's got the right ideas. Oh man, definitely cool. We'll talk. We'll not right now, but yes, definitely. After what I saw you go through last season, man, I'm excited. Everyone will get to see how a master does it. That not being me. Anyway, folks, all right, weather. Okay, yes. Click, Point, Windy, WindFinder, great apps for for forecasting your weather. 8 knots. Sean, Saturday and Sunday isn't. Yeah, it's not. They're not looking too bad. You got 2-3 foot seas, so it all depends upon your seaworthiness. And a lot of people, when they see that 2 to 3 foot stuff, they kind of shy away from it because of getting in and out of the inlet. It all depends upon your I would say most of the time it's really the fear of the inlet or the knowledge or lack thereof. All right, 8 knots in the northeast tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow will probably be pretty good. Send it. Yes, there you go. Yes, of course. Send that baby boy, man. Blue top legend, right? Okay, Middle Keys. We're looking at 10 knots tomorrow. West Coast is looking good. I've actually seen some great catches from the Skyway Pier and all that goodness over here. Hey, they're starting to pull it in. The people going to Marco Island, going fishing, 10,000 Islands, Chukaluski, all that stuff. It's when the season's there, the season's there, right? All right, that's tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, pretty much the same. 8, 7, 8, 10 from the northeast. Mr. Pedro, they're closing the pier at least a large. What the Skyway? I've seen lots of ads for them closing the Sebastian Pier. I don't know if it's the south or the north side. I'm not sure now. They're not making it easier. Skyway Pier, wow. They're taking away a lot of these historical fishing sites. I mean, like Sebastian. Now that, I mean, these are literally land-based fishing sites that you come to Florida and you've actually heard of them. I wouldn't say, like the commercial pier, which is down near me, that they've had half torn apart and closed for years. But like the Skyway Pier and Sebastian Inlet, man, that's rough. I'm hoping it's all just kind of like hearsay and rumors. Yeah, no. Oh, really? Wow. No longer safe. Only up to the bait shop. Yeah. Wow. Yep. That happened many decades ago with the 7 Mile Bridge, and they had to get people to, as they were making the new one, they actually had to shut the old one down because, again, same thing. Used to catch kings on the troll. Way the heck up there, man. Yeah. in 2 feet of water. All right. Focus. We're talking weather. That's not going to make a difference. Yeah. Anyway, let's remember, focus, Pedro. Sheep's head. All right. Friday morning, 10 knots southeast winds. That's so, like I said, tomorrow is going to be a good day to get up. Then the wind's going to pick up. That's Friday afternoon. Looks like it starts ripping from the south, but the more south you go, the slower it is. Like if you're down in the Keys, you're 6, but if you're up in Tri-County area, you got the weather kind of pushing away. Looks like, and then come Saturday morning, it looks like we got a west wind, which is good. Sean, looks like you were speaking correctly. That west wind will definitely lay down our season. We can get out. If it holds up till Sunday, it would be even better. 10 knots from the south Saturday afternoon. So it's kind of variable a little bit, but yeah, so you're probably looking at, Sunday, it looks like it picks up again, holding steady from I'm going fishing. Sean goes out no matter what it is. I'm sure it's like 9-foot swells coming into the inlet. He's still going on jet ski. He goes out there on days where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'll stay dry. I see Sean out there on his jet ski, pulling in mahi. Brave, the beast. Okay. Again, Sunday looks like it's holding steady at around 8, 9, 10 throughout the evening. So Saturday's looking a little bit more pleasant with the wind. I almost got screwed. Oh God. Gotta watch out. Be smart, man. Remember, the ocean does not care if you're on a jet ski or a boat, or if you're rich or poor, or if you can fish, or if you're, it don't care. Just be careful, boss. Trust me, I've been in plenty of situations throughout my life at the ocean. Seriously, let me know that it don't give a crap. So, long stories, but I'm not going to go through them. Anyway, 17. So, Sunday night, it looks like it starts picking up. What happens Monday? All right, so here we go. So this, again, more weather coming through. So, Sean, speaking of the weekend, it looks like Saturday would be the more light day when it comes to the weather. Whether or not the folks at the ramps and all that stuff it'll probably be minimal crowd at any boat ramp, at any given boat ramp, because of looking at this forecast, though, all the people that really just get out and go do pleasure boating will probably stay home. So again, Sunday looking okay. Monday it starts picking up again. It's where we're gonna have that another front push through sometime. I'm not sure when. Heading into Tuesday again. So I'm not sure, but in the middle of the week or something like that, the cold front's going to come through. So the wind is just, it's hanging out. If you want to get out there and give it a try, get out there and give it a try. Like I said, a lot of it is just getting past the inlet. Once you're in the ocean, you're fine. Coming back in the inlet, hey, the following, seeing all that stuff. I always think going out is way less tricky than coming in. All right, let's look at our wave heights. So right now we're at 2 foot, right? This is tomorrow morning, 2 foot. This is for you, Pedro. Tomorrow morning, 2 foot. So we're looking at 2 foot at 4 seconds. Pedro, I know he's up here somewhere. Stewart. At 2 foot at 6 seconds, right? And if you're a morning guy, Pedro, 2 foot. So you're looking at 2 foot, 6 seconds. So, if you're looking at going for snapper, getting out there on the reef, it's not impossible. Might be a little bumpy, but, take some Dramamine. All right, Friday morning, same thing. 2 foot, 5 seconds, 2 foot all over the place. As the further south we go, it's hanging out. So 2 foot. West Coast, of course, with their 6 inches of water is looking beautiful. And they're on the leeward side of all wind that we are catching right now. Friday afternoon, it's probably still going to be 2 foot, 4 seconds. From the east, we got like a little bit of confused sea going on down, west end right here off, Allenstown, but it's not looking bad. Saturday, they're saying 1 foot, especially down in the Keys, which is nice, right? Let's look for Mr. Sean, 1 foot at 5 seconds. So yes, Saturday or Sunday ain't looking bad. Yeah, and season's about excellent. So Sean, Saturday they're saying 1 foot in the morning, right? And then come to our afternoon, about 2 foot, so not, further south you go. So Saturday's actually not looking too bad. You might have to actually change plans and figure that one out. What was I trying to do? Oh, never mind. I was trying to do something Saturday, but I think I'm still going to have to do it and skip the pretty weather. Oh, well, that's life. Anyway, Sunday. See, Sunday they're saying 1 foot. Go up by the Palm Beaches, and they're saying 2 foot at 7 seconds. So we got an expanded period a little bit Sunday morning. So we might have some wind, but we might not have too bad. The weatherman is Hillsboro's not too bad, but yeah, you're going out of Hillsboro now, right? Anyway, yeah, Hillsboro and BOCA are definitely the easiest inlets to deal with in the Tri-County area. Outside of there, I can't really speak, but I know Palm Beach Inlet isn't too bad either. But definitely BOCA and Hillsboro. Boynton is a nightmare. Haulover is not much better. Anyway, yes, if the weatherman is right, the weatherman is never right. That's why the best weathermen are people that stick their head out the damn window and go, "It's not raining like that guy said." My bad. All right. Monday morning, 3 foot. Palm Beach is I've been out there not quite a few times, but going out through Peanut Island and the same thing. It's a good size inlet, which is the cool thing. A very large inlet also is Port Everglades, not too bad, but you got a million boats, and down there you got the big boats, and so yeah. All righty. Monday, waves start picking up, but they're looking like they're heading to the west. So, yeah, Sunday into Monday, it looks like we're going to have the weekend, like Mr. Saunders has said, is looking all right. So, Pedro, you for tomorrow, you're looking good. And Sean, yeah, hey. So that's where we're at, right? The weather is not, and after that Monday, it's 2 foot from the northwest. So we got the wind's blowing from the west, and your waves are going to go with it. So that doesn't make it life easy for the Gulf of America right here. But they finally get some waves. I mean, some ripples. All right. And then Tuesday, we'll look and see 4 foot. So they're saying, Tuesday. So after, Saturday's looking good. Sunday, they'll probably be about the same. Potato. Monday, your weather is going to start deteriorating as the day goes on into Tuesday, and then we will start getting some weather depending upon wherever that front is and when it's going to get to us. All right, so let's look at some rain. Now, with all these fronts, again, these fronts aren't making their way down to us with too much moisture. You might get a little bit. You might hear a little bit of rumble of thunder. You might get something, but you're not going to get that all day 8, 9, 10-hour rain front coming through. Not yet. By the time they make their way like this one did yesterday, we had a little bit of rain, but not much in the afternoon as it passed through. It's the same thing. It's going to pass through. We're going to have dry skies. So we're looking at dry conditions. That's tomorrow, dry in the morning and afternoon. Friday, dry all day. Saturday, dry. You can see a little bit of moisture, but not much. Nothing really, no storms. No storms really building up. That's just the blue shade is literally just moisture in the sky. It's not indicative of any rain. Now maybe a little bit Sunday afternoon, you see a little bit of shower or two, but it's nothing that thick, nothing covered. Doesn't look like solid storm weather at all. Just moisture passing through with the wind, and there you go. There's what it looks like when you're going to have storms somewhere. But these are all offshore. This is Monday in the morning, Monday in the afternoon. Looks like it's all staying to the south of us. So that's that. All right, let's go to wind. We shall do the numeric version and keep on keeping on. trying to have a short one tonight. You know, weather's important. Fishing was kind of hit or miss. All right. Tomorrow, mid to upper double digits, not bad. The gusts very non-existent, really. Wind holding steady. A little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of sun, not bad. Waves, they're saying, so this right here for Pedro, they say, they're saying that you're going to have a swell, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds at 2 feet, Mr. Ramos. So, yeah, that reef fishing for that snapper is good. You got that. Whatever it is, I'm glad I got it. Thank you. Friday into Saturday. So Friday, again, upper single digits into Saturday morning. It lulls as the morning, as the sun cracks the horizon. 3 foot, 2 foot, 3, and again, so here's the discrepancy. WindFinDer is saying we got a swell, 9 to 10 seconds. Even hanging out in the Sunday. So, 2 foot, 2 to 3 foot is not bad with the swell. Heading into Monday, you can see they're even saying it's hanging out. They're saying the wind direction, Monday they were showing a westerly wind direction here. So we got a little bit of a discrepancy. We will just really have to keep an eye on it. But I'm going to say it's going to look good for the weekend. Pedro, you'll be good for tomorrow. And that's where we're at. Let's look at the moon phase, because I know we're at a Wahoo moon phase, and I just hope it hangs out good enough so that we can, maybe do a little bit of that there Wahoo troll for them there folks that get out there. All right. So today we are at 98% waxing. Real quick, waxing is heading towards the full moon. Waning is heading towards the dark side of the moon. So we're waxing. We're almost at the full moon, which will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, Thursday, full moon. Friday, we start waning, heading towards the dark side. Awesome. Haven't fished for a month. Can barely hear from me either, man. Oh, damn. Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're getting out there, man, this is the time. If you're going this weekend, man, you better at least give it. I know if I head out there, I'm going to, hit that reef and, look for the mackerels, whether it's a Wahoo or a king or something. Yeah, they should be chewing. So, west wind like glass. Yes, sir. Definitely. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Now I got you. Yeah. West wind does 2 things for Florida. It lays the ocean down and makes surfing waves come in. All right. Right. This would be Friday. We start waning 98%. Saturday, 96%. Sunday, 89%. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday-ish. Hey, they just caught a nice 150 plus out of Hillsboro. 90 feet. Yeah. The 90 feet thing does not surprise me. But yeah, 50 plus. Yeah. It's always nice when a giant Wahoo comes in. But yeah, I've seen them. I used to fish on a drift boat a lot. Fish City Pride. So when you got lots of baits in the water like that and they're pulling them up, Wahoo periodically swim by. Whether or not you can hook them is not, but yeah, I've seen Wahoo in 80 feet. Couldn't hook them. Wasn't fishing, but yeah. But yes, actually, quick story before we continue. Sorry. Many years ago, I would say the Fish Slayer was still in middle school. So, geez, this had to be about 2011, 2012. There was actually a Wahoo that was swimming underneath the Hillsboro Bridge. Yes, they could not hook it. They didn't know what the hell. Obviously, it was lost or sick or something. But yes, Wahoo underneath the Hillsboro Inlet Bridge. Anyway, so yes, we're looking like a good Wahoo moon on this subject of Wahoo and all the weird things they do. Yes. Yeah, so get out there this weekend. If you're into it and it's your cup of tea, it won't hurt you. Live baiting, doing whatever you can do and all that. Speaking of which, while we're on the thing, Yes, I've been out doing filming whenever I get out. You guys are starting to see some different stuff. We're gonna have, like I said, Pedro hit it on the nail on the head when he said, it's not repeating the same story. I don't want to be the guy who goes, oh, hey, look at me catching fish. Nobody wants to. You can go look at everybody else doing that. I can't. But there's things like fishing, like tackle. What can you do? Where can you get in trouble? We're also going to start expanding on our shows coming forward. We're going to do lots of live baiting, getting into live baiting, what you can do, where it can take you, how you can majorly screw up, and how to avoid that, how to troubleshoot, all that good stuff. So be looking for that. I haven't tried. Yeah. I see the minnows on your rods in your pictures. Yeah. Planer trolling. So when you're on a jet ski, you got to watch. I'll be honest with you, planer trolling, right? So if you don't have a bridled planer and it's fixed with swivels in between your leader and your main line, hand lining in it, 100 feet of it, if you get it no hookup. Dealing with a bridle when you're by yourself can be a trick. So you'll just have to figure out the ergonomics, I guess, of your jet ski, of where you can place the rod to be able to snatch the planer off and then do it. Planer trolling is nothing complicated. I got not a million, but I got plenty of videos on it that dispel the myths and make it so that it's nothing that, a person who's literally just getting into fishing going, oh, darn, that's going to catch me fish. I'll do it. And you can learn how to do it. Yes. It's just tying the knots and all that stuff and using the right gear. Major screw up, been there, done that. Me too. Every time I leave the inlet. Anyway, all right. Yeah. Live bait. So I used to own a bait shop and catch live bait for tournament guys and charter captains and stuff. So I learned a little bit about there's a ton of it that goes into live bait. Salinity, water temperature, air is like the least. Everybody thinks having air bubbles with those little bubblers in your little shrimp bucket, they think that's the most. Hell no. Water temperature is way more important than air. I can tell you that. And then also with that, salinity, you bring in your bait fish from that dirty ass intracoastal into the clean ocean, that'll kill your bait just as quick. So, but I'm not doing an episode right now. I'm just telling you, yes, Pedro knows what I'm talking about. All right. Let's look at our tides. So if we've got the moon on our side and we got the tide on our side, man, that would be great, wouldn't it? But we'll see what happens, right? So right now we got the tide. Tomorrow, tide's going out. We're at the slack tide, right, as the sun's coming up. So no, you do not have the tide on your side. So you will have to get away from the inlet to fish this coming weekend, right? So again, the whole phenomenon, if you're fishing the inlet, land-based guys, anybody fishing out in front of it, trolling by it, anything. If you're fishing that inlet and that water flow, the tide has to be going out. Plain and simple, you won't catch anything on the incoming tide. Outgoing tide pushes out all microorganisms, phytoplankton, chlorophyll, everything that draws in bait fish, and then the big fish coming in. It's plain and simple. This is a rule. This is a matter of fact. This is not me guessing the weather. This is not me saying, hey, we should try this. No. This is the way this works. If you fish that inlet and the tide's going out, bring lots of hooks and sinkers because you're going to need them all. Anyway, so as you can see, as we head through, we've got, along with the, hey, there he is, the best of Boynton. Hey, sir. Nice Wahoo and a BFT for your buddy there. All right. Thanks for showing up, Captain Jim. This is Captain Jim, folks. He has entered the chat. All right. On top of needing this outgoing tide, it has to be at, the more appropriate time of day, which would be as the sun's rising or as the sun's setting. Dusk, dawn. Fish tend to feed better, more productively than in the middle of the damn day. When the sun's straight up, the shadows disappear and the fish scatter. Yes, sir. My pleasure. No, thank you. Oh, and by the way, Captain Jim of 4J's Charters has his own line of jigs for slow pitch, which we will be showcasing and putting those to the test and getting them tore up by some giant fish here in the coming weeks. Yeah, definitely. gonna have to get the fish slayer into doing some slow pitch. He just likes to troll. Anyway, outgoing tide. Yeah, so we don't have the outgoing tide. We have the incoming tide for this whole cycle. So next week we'll be looking at it when the when the moon isn't on our side. So you kind of got it. You're out of balance. Last month we had a perfect balance. Moon, tide. We had moon both weekends, so it was great. All righty. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jim, for all you do for the fishing community, sir. Hey, there he is. That's my brother. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. That's my brother in the chat, folks. Yes, I do have a brother. He's literally my real brother. All righty, folks. That's it. Yeah, that's our tides. That's what we're looking at. They're not on your side. All right. That about does it for everything, right? Before we head out of here, if you fellas, folks, ladies, gents, everyone, if you're on Facebook, I want to ask you to go on ahead and join South Florida Saltwater Fishing Report. Looks like this. It actually looks more like this without the date. It's a private. Yes. Yeah. All right. It's a private group. You have to ask to join. 2 questions. What's your favorite fish? And are you going to abide by the rules? The rules are simple. Don't do this. Don't be this guy putting your boat for sale on my thing. I'm going to let it go. I don't really want to be the person to like enforce rules. The one people I did have to kick to the curb were the guys that are always asking for boat detailing. That stuff had to go. Anyway, yeah, folks, join the South Florida Saltwater Fishing Report, right? This is the Facebook channel. Leaving information on this page, especially on our Monday brag board that we have right here, right? We'll definitely get your catches showcased on our weekly live stream, and you have a chance to be the poster child. Your photo could be the thumbnail for the weekly live stream held every Wednesday at 6. Like I said, we've moved to Wednesdays, and so far so good. It gets us one day closer to the weekend, which makes our weather forecast a little bit more accurate, and hopefully things don't change much between now and then. So yes, South Florida Saltwater Fishing Report, folks. Give it a give it a whirl if you are on Facebook. All righty. Facebook says you post too. Hey, I love your posts, so forget them. All right. And before we head off, folks, if you're in the market for fishing apparel, check out, it's in the links, it's in the description, the link in the description for our sponsor, WindRider. This company right here. Not a fly-by-night company, but they're not, your major brands. But hey, they got the South Florida Saltwater Fishing shirts. These are UPF 50 shirts, which means you don't need sunscreen. You can get it with the hood, with the gator, for that sun that's beating down on you, that South Florida sun. You can get it with just a hood, or you can get just the shirt. Several colors, not completely customizable, but you can tell them if you want the logo on the front, on the back, and lots of different colors. This is not the only stuff they have, but this is the only stuff that they have that I'm going to talk about because it's linked to our great brand. Anyway, folks, give them a check it out. If I catch a swordfish on Saturday, you owe me. I got it in my closet already waiting for you. So yes, if you get a swordfish, I'll drive it to you. Anyway, yeah, you'll be one of them Florida guys that you'll be the second guy in Florida that goes down in history for getting a swordfish on your jet ski. Anyway, folks, I'm praying for you, man. I hope you get one. Just be careful, because when they get up to the boat, that's when they start getting unpredictable. But I really hope you do catch one day. All right, folks, that about does it for this. We're going to let everybody go eat dinner and enjoy. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving last week. We're back to normal now for another couple of weeks till Christmas comes and starts, everything starts getting wacky, but we got a little weather window. It might be able to make it happen. All right, folks, that about does it, right? It's been fun. Till next Wednesday, South Florida saltwater fishing. Going wherever the cool wind takes us.